Najee. This is Najee. Okay, so today we're talking about merch. So I have Najee Talks merch, just my normal logo for sale. You know what I'm saying? We got the link in the description. We got mugs, we got shirts, I got hoodies and sweaters. You're gonna see me wearing these from continuing on. May not be in these certain episodes coming up, earlier ones, but as they go on and as I do my midweek rants, you will see them. And so if you would like to purchase them, please, it's a description. The link will be in the description, and please support as much as you can. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. This is Najee, and this is Najee Talks. Subtitle: Midweekly Rant. Welcome. This is gonna be my last midweekly rant before the new year. Today we're gonna be talking about holidays. Not all of them, but things that I think are specific pertaining to me and things I've done in life and my experiences, not off of stuff that I don't know anything about. And so what we're gonna be talking about today is the materialism of Christmas and the principles of Kwanzaa. So let's get started. First off, let's discuss Christmas in relation to Christianity. So it's kind of a weird thing because Christians like to celebrate a lot of stuff that isn't even Christian-like, or if anything, they kind of gain it from another religion, even though they like to talk about, like, don't do other things in other religions and whatever the bullshit is, whatever. But like the whole thing with I don't really know specifics, but just the fact of how Christmas was created, for just material reasons, like they had to give it a reason for people to spend money. Like how there's Valentine's Day, and how Valentine's Day, kind of stuff not related to what we do it for, but they force us to buy things when we really shouldn't be doing that. So anyways, Christmas is like, it's really just like a holiday where people have really high expectations of getting things. There are people that just do it, to give, which is amazing. I love it. But at the same time, people that are getting stuff, they already have that expectation of getting it. And so it's because it's like Christmas should be more so about family gatherings or gathering with your friends or whatever, and enjoying the moments like Thanksgiving should be. And so it's like, very backwards, very hypocritical, to be like, okay, like it should be about giving, but it's still about getting. But the thing is, like, commercials, advertisements, it's all about pertaining to like trying to force you to buy things. Either for, and it's like, man, come on, really, like, it's very sad. And they like to get people like, oh yeah, like, like I seen one where it was like the mom was trying to get stuff for people, and they were all, everybody in the family was like giving her like stuff, like little hints and stuff about what they want. And it was like somebody had like that sweater on, and the sweater was like something they wanted, and then like instead of being like a star on the top of the tree, it was like he had made like a kind of cardboard replica of a girl, and then like the children, she was making like a paper snowflakes, and then the children were making paper. It was gonna be the snowflakes, but like the boys was like a video game, and then like the girls was like a doll or like a bike or something. So the thing is, just like, okay, like it's not what it should be about. It should be about more so pertaining to like being, like more so about caring for others, being there for others, being thankful for others, spending time with people. Because for me, it's like I don't celebrate no more, but I still go to family gatherings. I don't go for the presents. I just go to see my family. That's what I do with Thanksgiving too, because I know they're still gonna do this stuff. And the thing is, it's like it just gives me more of a reason to see my family, which is great. Because it's like I wouldn't how it is nowadays. It's hard to like people have schedules and stuff, things that got going on. So you're not always gonna see each other, but this is like this one of the holidays where it's like an excuse to be around people, like gatherings and stuff. So that's why I still go to the family gatherings pertaining to this celebration. But I don't care about the whole thing with like buying stuff. Like I know people that like buy stuff, and like and like a big thing for them. Like my sister does that, and I'm just like it's kind of like okay, self fulfillment, I guess. I don't know. But then at the same time, imagine when you don't buy stuff, then people have expectations of these things. And the worst thing about it is, it's the children that have these expectations. And so when you don't get them stuff, they're gonna be disappointed in you. And that's pretty sad. Okay, now so when Christmas relates to religion, well, Christianity of course, and it's weird because it pretty much is hypocritical to Christianity in general. Because the thing is, it's like they try to make it seem like you should be like, like, oh, it's like, it's supposed to be like they try to force it. They try to push it on like being a Jesus birthday thing, but it's still Christmas. And so it's like kind of weird when they do it that way, because it's like, but then at the same time they still celebrate it themselves. So they kind of do it both at the same time, and it's kind of weird. And then even besides that, it's like, so I kind of just, it's like, so Jesus' birthday actually is not in December at all. It's actually, I want to say in the summer, sometime in the summer. And he was born around that time, Jesus Christ. Because Jesus was his name, Christ is like the love that he got to in consciousness. Jesus, the Christ consciousness, as they like to call it. I like to go off of that as like a spiritual thing, like that's the journey that we should be on. And I hate how Christianity doesn't like to acknowledge that you can do the shit yourself. Acknowledge that it's like that, and acknowledge that it's more so about you putting in the work and making a mark in the world, and instead, or more so kind of having a self, internal growth at that, learning yourself and growing from that. Because I haven't been practicing Christianity in years, and it hasn't hurt me, so I'm fine. So I'm good. But they make it seem like you have to like be big on like this, like like forgive your sins and stuff, whatever. But it's pretty much, it should be more so about acknowledging, like I was saying before, about acknowledging yourself as whole, as that oneness, and gaining both the good and the bad. Because that's what you are. That's what you've been through. And the thing is, it's hard. You can't act like you didn't do things. Like I think the worst people in the church are people that like to make it seem like they didn't do anything in the past, but the ones that be the most saint-like be the ones that be the most sinners in the past, and then they feel like, okay, like it's all forgiven, and now I'm a different person. Like it's not even, like, bro, like we know you do this, like we know what you've been up to and stuff. Like it's okay. That's what it's about. Because if you don't acknowledge the stuff that you've done bad, you can't grow. And so if you ignore it and act like it didn't happen, just brush it off and be like, give it up to God or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then you don't acknowledge, you know what I'm saying, like what you did wrong in life and how you should do better. That's not a good way of going about life. And so yeah, and then so the whole thing with like even just, and then putting his Jesus birthday related to Christmas, you know what I'm saying? That's fucking stupid. Like I grew up, Christian, of course, and of course I'd celebrate Christmas growing up, but it was like a time when my mom had, because this is what I'm talking, my dad was still alive, so like elementary school, and supposedly it was a bike my mom bought, but she put it under my dad's name. And then I was just like, what? I was like, my dad don't buy me shit. I was like, I don't believe you that he's gonna buy me a bike. And then she tried to make it seem like it was a Santa thing, but it's not a Santa thing. And then even before, even cause so like when we were having, so there was like during the Christmas season, it was like a bonus that mom would get, and that money she would use it for like presents. But the thing is, it was like she kind of tried to act like it wasn't from her, and I don't like that. Like it makes it worse that way. When you kind of like, I feel like the best thing to do is just to acknowledge like, okay, like Santa's not real, but we're celebrating Christmas as in a gift giving and gift receiving type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I can acknowledge that, that's cool, whatever. But when they make it seem like okay, like this thing is real, that's not real at all. They make it seem like it's just very fictional, so it sucks that kind of like when you grow up under that and you believe that, and then you still believe that same thing, and then you kind of push it on, your children when you have it, and then it's just a fucking like cycle of nonsense, hypocrisy. But so, one thing that as I've gotten away from Christianity, of course, and Christmas, I found out about Kwanzaa, right? And so Kwanzaa is it's basically like it's like a Black American celebration because it was started out here. It was in the 1990s, and it was done by a professor at Long Beach State. And alright, so the thing is, I hate that, my biggest thing is just like how people like to kind of like acknowledge the negative more than the positive. So supposedly he was a informant for the FBI, so he was using the celebration to inform on the people or whatever at the time, and that is how. I have no issue with. So the thing is like, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, at the end of the day, it's still a great celebration. And I'm like glad that even though he's probably used the Fed's money to push it, whatever, but whatever. Like I'm glad that he did it because it's still something that is like a lot better off holiday than Christianity. The Christians. And so I'm like I want to say this is my 4th year doing it. I don't even know how I started it. I was just like, I studied clearly out here when I came back home permanently, grad school timeline. But I don't even know how I started, but I just was like, I guess I was looking stuff up, whatever. I like to look things up. And so I looked it up, I was like, it's pretty cool. And then, I found out there was like some events, going on. So I learned about that stuff and learned about the whole thing, what's going on celebration-wise, how it works, how you do it. And so, as you can see, this is the candles that we use for Kwanzaa. And so how it works is basically, each candle represents 7 principles or 7 days of Kwanzaa. And the days are December 26th through January 2nd, always. And basically it starts off with, there's one black, 3 green, 3 red. And then, how you do it is basically just have a cloth, basically, set it up real nice. You can either have like ear corn or like some fruits and vegetables on a little basket, kind of like an offering, and it's the ancestors, of course. And then and then there's a cup that they drink out of. It's called the cup of unity that you drink out of. And then they said you're always supposed to have an item from Africa, but I haven't gotten one yet. Maybe next year I will. Number 5, or year 5 maybe. But I've been celebrating this, and my mom and my brother Dom, they've been doing it with me. And the thing is, like, I've never been big on like pushing things, but when I was like living with my mom and I started celebrating it, and she was like very interested in it. She was like, what is it? So I was like, so she actually did more research on it than I did. And she was just like, oh, because I got her candles and I got mine. Because the first year when I did, I wasn't living with her. But when I celebrated, I was like, oh, got little candles and stuff. And she was like, oh, that's nice. And she was just like, yeah, I got to set it up. She had little tablecloths. You know what I'm saying? She knew more than, like I said, than I did. She was just like, yeah, you got to do this, do that, whatever. Like, and then she was like, really like, hey, you got to like, she'll either, or, you come over, we do the lighting and stuff every day, or, we just talk about the day, what the principle is and everything like that, which is dope. I enjoy that. I'm very, that's really dope. I'm pretty grateful that my mom, saying acknowledged it and kind of, wants to practice, and Don's very acknowledging of it. And when we would go to like celebrations together, which is dope. There's always usually a celebration out here in Inglewood, and it's always like the Saturday in the middle of the 7 days, and they just have like an all day event at I got it at a dairy park, yeah, no, Lamert Park, one of the two, but there, and they have over there stuff and people, and it's just like it's nice. I think the last one I went to was just like a whole bunch of like vendors, food. They had like some people up there like doing some like spoken word, musicians. It was nice. My mom was there, and then I saw a friend of mine there. And it was funny because she was like in New Jersey. Her name was Khadijah. She was on the show before. She was her sister, and she was in New Jersey for years. But then she had hit me up randomly and was like, "Hey, you guys celebrate Kwanzaa?" She was like, "You have like celebrations?" So I was just telling about what I found out, like different events and stuff. And then I ended up seeing her at one celebration. That was me. I had seen her in like years. And then it was just like random, like, all right, cool, And then the thing is, if we didn't see each other that time, then we probably wouldn't have gotten as close as we are now to having her on my show and supporting each other with, stuff we have going on. So, cool. But, also how it works is so the first one is always going to be the first day in black, unity. And then the green represents the land of Africa, right? And then the red is going to always celebrate the blood that was shed during the whole, slave era, And so, putting them together is what brings it as a whole. And so what you do is you usually do black. So the thing is, they usually do black, red, but it has to go like out to in, and then you go green out to in. But the thing is, they say you can also do alternating with colors. So if you do black, red, green, red, green, red, green, they said that's still fine because that's what I've been doing. So cool. As long as it's so cool, I'm good. But yeah, so we can just discuss the principles. So the first day, December 26th, which is today. You know what I'm saying? So welcome to the first day of Kwanzaa. And so today, the principle for the day is umoja. Umoja. So the thing is, all these principles, the words are Swahili, which is in one of the African languages that's used. It's a big African language. And umoja means unity. So it makes sense for the black, unity. And so, what I've been doing is just, I do every year is I post on Instagram. When I post each day, I'll put up the candle lit, whichever candle. And, cause you have to also light them it. You can't just light individuals, you have to light. So when it's like this one, then tomorrow it's gonna be this one and that. So it has to be like both. And then until you get to the end, basically. But I've been just, usually what I do is I just post on Instagram. I just post basically my experiences that pertain to those principles for the day and a year. So it's interesting when you so if you ever get a chance to look at my Instagram and see each year and my different perspective of life, which is really crazy. Because I didn't even when I did the form for the day, when I did emoji for the day, it was just a different perspective on unity than I would have had before. And it's more so, kind of like pertaining to me having my talk show, being more into into school, chiropractic and then like the stage plays, and it's like this has just been a great year. But but more so with like the show and showing how much support I've been getting. And so it shows like the whole thing with unity, like, cause like I enjoy just having like conversations with family and they'll bring it up, like I was like just like the past 2 days with my family, like, they were like cousins and would bring it up, and they were like, talk about like, yo, I'm watching your shows, this is dope, like, and then like, people were like, damn, it's crazy how far you are, and then like, our auntie was like, oh yeah, I'm want to support you, so I'm, what I'm saying, I'm gonna eventually, buy something that's, that's dope, and then just like, just like getting a lot of feedback was positive, like, I really thought I had like a lot more negatives, but even with certain ones, it's things that I've already changed. So, but it'd be like old episodes because I already recorded them for a minute before they even put them up. And so, but it's just like it's a beautiful thing, like the unity and how because I see it as a team, as like more so when it comes to Najee talks, it's like my Najee production team that support the show. I mean that put the show together with me, and like so that's the team I have. And then without that team, it wouldn't be as successful as it is now. So I'm very grateful for my team, Najee production. Team Najee, work like a hot. So, anyways, next principle is for number 2, you have Kuji Chagalia. Kuji Chagalia, which means self-determination. So basically, it's like just having. It's more so about having a purpose. Like having something more. Not a purpose, more of a passion. So when you have a passion. You have something to drive for. You have something to reach. With that passion, you have something to aim for. I'm not big on goals, but just the fact of just being determined. Being persistent with hitting people up about my shows every fucking Sunday on Instagram. It's a lot of people, and I do it. But that's the self-determination because I do it myself, and so it makes it so it's like very personal, of course, and I always like get feedback from people, but it's just like you got to have something driving you. Like it's like weird. I'm at a point in my life where I don't like people. I don't really like being around people that don't have things going on in their life. I really think it's weird. Like I think it's interesting, like because it's like for me. Like for me, I lived out of state for years. I was in Alabama for 6 years. And the thing is, it's like, when I was out there, being in an all-black school, you experience so many different types of people and cultures, but it's like, it's different because everybody's the same, but at the same time, they're different. You also have a lot in common, of course, which is dope. You be like, that's crazy. But it's just like, everybody is the same, and then there's no like discrimination. So then you can just kind of like learn so much stuff from these people because they're like from different places. We had like so many people from different places at the school, so it was just like a great experience. And then at the same time, I did research. So when I did research, I would always travel and present my research. Now I would do that at least twice a year, and I was there for 6 years. So. Like that gave that was just like a lot of that was really just like kind of like me being like, okay, I'm doing a lot, putting in a lot, getting like this stuff, whatever. And so then when I finally decided to come home permanently, everything worked for me to get here. Now I'm just like, I don't really care about traveling at this moment. Like I want to invest in my future. I want to invest, by doing things I enjoy, have a passion for it, and then and then have those things. Create, bonds and friendships. Because I realized when I was just Tuskegee, I did so much, so I remember when I was like graduation time for me, I knew everybody that was walking across that stage. And I didn't realize it, but it was just like, I was sitting there like cheering for everybody walking across. And like, that says a lot, I'm like, that's crazy. So many different types of groups I would be around. And I was like, that's really amazing. And so it's just like, now I'm here and I'm like, I'm gonna keep pushing towards the things I enjoy. And so I decided to invest my money into things I enjoy. So the thing is, me putting the money into these plays, or putting money into these, the talk show, or putting money into, just anything like that I have a passion for, is built up to this. As I am now growing to these things, doing the stuff that I am doing now. And the thing is, like, all these people I have on the show, people I've created bonds with, through these investments that I made. And so I've been making investments 4 years now. And so, it's just like amazing, like when you think about it. And so it's, like, it's just crazy, like just like the different perspective I have on these principles, this year. 2019 has been an amazing year. All right. The third principle is ujima, which means collective work and responsibility. So this is more so pertaining to having like teams, but like the teams are going to be working. It's more so about, even though you have a team, it doesn't mean everybody's going to be participating. And so that's the thing. It's like, I remember when I joined Eugene Dural's Fitness by Nature back when I was still in college, and I would come because he went to Kinju with me, and he also went to ski with me. And so, I was down with the cause, but I would always, I would only be able to do certain things when I was at home for holidays. But I was very supportive in putting in a lot of work with that. But the thing is, like, that's how I am as a person. I'm very driven on things that I'm passionate about because I'm from Compton. So it was a Compton-based thing. But iPlace Compton. They usually had iPlace Watts and Los Angeles and stuff, but iPlace Compton was the main foundation for it. And so I just think it was just like an amazing thing to be doing something like that. We even did a whole march in Compton, and it was supported by the by the people that like government in the city and stuff, and officials and police and like Audrey Brown, who eventually became mayor before she became the mayor. And so I really thought that was an amazing thing. But then when Eugene wasn't able to put in a lot of the work that he did before as well, because he was we didn't realize he was putting in so much work until he couldn't. And when he couldn't, like nobody could put in the work. And so it made it hard to keep it going. So it kind of fell off just because of that. Man, that was a big thing for real. So I use that experience to be like, how I see it is, like when I created my Najee production team, I would base it off of people that I know are going to work with me. Because I'm big on like working. I like community service. Like I like the fulfillment of it. And so I feel like the people that are on my team have to do that. I had somebody that I was going to put on the team, but he said yeah, but then eventually he was kind of like, he eventually said that he didn't want to do labor work, but I was like, why did you just say it? And he was like, well, I don't want you to like think if I say no, then you're not going to support me. And I'm like, bro, like if you don't, like how long have you know me? I'm not like that. The thing is, you should realize that nobody likes liars. Like, like the thing is like if you're going to tell the truth, just say it. Don't lie and act like you're going to be a part of something and help something out when you're not going to do it. I don't like that. Like, he could just upfront just said, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, I don't like doing labor and stuff. I appreciate the offer, though. I had people do that shit before. I mean, do that. And so it's like, it is what it is, bro. Like, I'm not about to not support you just because you said that's not you. I'm cool with that. Like, I'm not a selfish person about these things, I'm humble. And so, like, yeah, so with the collectiveness, working together, but actually putting in the work, and by having everybody putting in the labor, for something together. It's just like the same thing with like having a stage play. You have a production team. So with the production team, everybody comes together, puts in their work, and like makes a success. Like the last play I just did, Confessions of a Hoe, third time we did it, it was the most successful one I've done with JT. And so I feel like it was only because we had such an amazing production team and of course the crew, like a cast. So it's like putting that together, and then when it comes to putting in the work, everybody has to have their own jobs to do, and that's what he was doing. Like as the director, he was like, okay, if this is your job, you're responsible for this responsibility. So take responsibility for your job and do it, and that's how it works. And the thing is, if you don't do it, then things fall off because your leg is short. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. Everyone wants to have the same legs. Everybody wants to just evenly be on the chair, Right. All right. So, principle number 4. Ujama. Ujama is Cooperative Economics. You know what I'm saying? So this is more so pertaining to actually like kind of working together, but more so with business like. So it's like a thing for me with a great example was when I created my Najee talk. So I was already a part of JT's Elegance by JT or something like that. Anyways, he had, but his was his was an event coordinating business, and I'm still a part of it now. And then Tay, hers is and hers is basically like talent. And so the thing is, and then so mine is Najee production, which is labor team, a labor. So the thing is, the best part about having different things in a team is that everybody could put in something for what we're going to be doing together. So it's like, so JT can create the event. Somebody's like, oh, you know what? I need this event going on. Cool. We got you. Then it's like, okay, JT's like, okay, with the event, we need talent for the event. Like if we need somebody to come in, do some artistry, or what I'm saying, some singers or rappers or whatever, Tay will do that. Tay will bring those people from her talent business, right? And then the thing is, if they need people to work the event, clean up, set up, all that stuff, that's my side. And so the thing is, like, how that works is we're all putting in different work together and creating a whole, not just outsourcing. And the thing is, the best way of doing it is just like keeping it inside. So keep it inside, then everybody's gonna make some money. Because if it's like every time we all do something, but we hear about something, we can always shoot these things to different people. And it's like, okay, even if JT doesn't hear about someone wanting to do an event, if I hear about it, I'm like, oh yeah, I know JT's thing. He can do this, and then I'm like, yeah, and then my people can come in and help to put in the work and to have that talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and then it's like Tay does it, whatever. That's like how it works. That's how it should work. So that's like building each other up economically. All right. Principle number 5. Nia. Nia means purpose. So having a purpose in life means everything. Like, it does. Like, you gotta have something going for you. And if you have nothing going for you, you're just basic or boring. Like, there's no real conversation to have. I remember talking to an ex, and she was like telling me, I was talking about just like, I guess, just hanging out and shit. And she's just like, I don't feel like I have anything to talk about anymore. I'm like, that's crazy. I mean, I believe you because you probably don't. Because you don't have anything driving you to do things. You're just doing normal, whatever you do. But it's not stuff that's like a drive. It's more so just work, traveling, and that's pretty much it. And of course, just going out and shit, but that's pretty much it. But what else do you have? Like, those things are whatever, but at the end of the day, what drives you to get up every day? It shouldn't just be about the money. Like, I'm working for the money so I can travel or go out, and then I'm gonna be broke all the time. It should be more so about the job I'm doing, I'm enjoying doing every day. Because it's like, with me, so like, this is the first, around Christmas time that I've had to say, still be in school or whatever, but it's more so about working in the clinic with patients. And so the thing is, it was like Monday, I was working, and then I was off Tuesday and Wednesday. But the thing is, Wednesday, usually I'm chilling, because I'm like, all right, usually I'm off, because, I would have school, like classes. And so I'll just be off right now. But I'm actually still working. And so I actually had a clinic today. I worked today. And so but the thing is, it was like, I have to be responsible. Like, I can't be out late too long. I can't drink too much or whatever, because I have work. But the thing is, I enjoy work. And so it's just like, it changes it. Instead of just being like, oh my God, I gotta go to work tomorrow. I'm like, I'm happy I'm going to work to, treat patients. I'm very proud to do that. And I saw like 5 patients today, and it was just such a beautiful day. I love my biggest enjoyment is when a patient walks in with an issue, with something going on, you see it, and then when they leave, they feel better, and they're actually like walking or doing, doing something different, and you're like, you know what, that is a beautiful thing to just watch, or just hear them talk about it. I'm like, I love that so much. Like, I'm really big on doing things that are very selfless. But and the thing is, I enjoy it so much. So the thing is, everything I do is pretty much a lot like that, and so that's my purpose, is to provide for people. With the things that I'm great at, purpose. Okay, principle number 6, Kumba or creativity. So creativity is like it's a big thing. It's a beautiful thing. Just like being able to express yourself through art, like it's wonderful. Like I had made I made kente cloth bow ties in college, like my last year, and I just really enjoyed it. And then like I also had joined the modeling troupe in college too, and that kind of helped me kind of get more into my creative side, because I used to be creative growing up, you know what I'm saying, but then I eventually kind of lost it, and then we getting back into it. But it's just like making things is like really enjoyable, and that's the reason why I do production with stage plays, because it's like I like to be a part of the creative team. And then even with like chiropractic, like talking to a patient, figuring out what's wrong with them, and then creating a treatment plan for them, because everybody has their own individuals. And then when you do the treatment, and then you see the growth, especially when you're continuously seeing the patient back to back, you're seeing the productivity of your work and their work together, and that can create a lot of efficient, healing or help for them and their bodies. And then that's a beautiful thing for sure. But because I used to be a part of Y Band, and Y Band was just a big artist group, and I used to have a production with that. But it was just like we had a lot of rappers, singers, you had painters, you had poets. Berman was there, dancers. Najee was a dancer, and just like it's a beautiful thing for sure. Just like being able to like see so many people together, black people at that, which is so amazing and stuff. Like it's and just watching everybody putting in that work and showing the passion, and it's great. It's a great thing for sure. All right, and the last principle, 7, is imani or faith. And so the thing is, what faith is like, you can easily put it towards religion with faith, but it's really not. Faith is more so about believing in something that's not, kind of not there, not like an easy, tangible thing. You gotta have like a real confidence in that thing, and whatever that is that you're believing in. Like, kind of like me having faith in my show being, successful. I mean, because the thing is, it was started off as just a regular hobby, like I do everything else. But as I kept doing it, and people were, being a part, coming in on the show, and I didn't expect it. But the thing is, because I kept staying with it and like staying positive and about it, persistent, and it's just like people were like really like, yeah, like I like this, like this is amazing, like, and it's just like, and then like my belief, became their belief, because I have my belief in this, of course, in the beginning. That's why I started it, but then it became theirs. Like they're like, yeah, you know what? I like what you're doing. I'm gonna be a part of it, and it's just like one big, huge, belief in this thing, and I'm really grateful. For people that believed, in the faith I have in this, in this show, or even when it comes to like just like chiropractic school, people. Me having faith in finishing, because I've been through so much at the school. And I remember a doctor was telling me, he was like, why do you keep going back? Like, you have a glutton for punishment? And I'm just like, no, I just won't quit, like, I don't feel like I should. Like, I never was raised to quit. I have faith in finishing. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna be done in the summer, but, it wasn't the beginning, plan, but like I said, I don't have like goals and stuff, like things happen for a reason. And so that's what I have a big faith in, is like, relying on these these signs and realizing, realizing that everything that happens for a reason, take it in as they are. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, it's like there's no big control of stuff. Pretty much life is a lot of chaos. And so, the whole thing where like people having like, they talk about it like it's supposed to be like having like certain things that make it supposed to make sense, but it doesn't. Like the whole like destiny thing and everything like that, like that's it's kind of real when you think about it, because everybody has if you have a purpose, everybody has a purpose in life. Once you find your purpose in life, and then you don't quit and you have faith in it and you're like, all right, I'm not gonna quit this. I'm gonna keep going and driving and doing my thing. And the thing is, it's like if you don't quit, it's gonna happen. That's how it should work. But the thing is, there are so many people in life that quit, but they just don't know what they want. And the thing is, like I feel like one of the biggest things is probably just go out and kind of like discover yourself and figure out what it is, going from there. And so that's a big thing for sure. But yeah, those are 7 principles. First day of Kwanzaa. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for showing up. Thank you for watching the show. And my Instagram, let me have my daily Kwanzaa post. Starting the other day to January 2nd. And so I'm thinking about doing the top 5 for the year for my episode. So we'll see how that goes. You'll see it on Sunday if I do it. But everybody, happy holidays, happy New Year when it comes up. Thank you all for this, just being fans and watching and supporting. I'm very grateful. Thank you. Thank you for watching the episode. Before you go, please subscribe and hit that bell so you can get notifications. Because I know you don't want me to continuously send you DMs and text messages every week. Instead, you just get notifications every time I upload an episode, Sundays, and then when I upload my midweekly rants on Wednesdays. Thank you, and have a good day.